This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You are now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. We back here with another episode of the Florida Vibe Directory. I go by the name of Gabe Avelli. I will be your host for the evening. Of course, we got my man in the booth, the man with the plan, the man with the cool hands, Cool Hand Luke in the building. And today we got a very special guest, couple special guests in the building. We got my boy, just dropped his project, Bad Company, Good Morals. The homie Contraaaryyy in the building.
For sure. What's good?
We got Dade Toad in the building.
Yo, Toad, man.
And we got my boy Next Chapter in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with y'all? How y'all feeling?
Grateful, man. Grateful for real, man. Grateful to be here today, man.
And the first time Dade on the podcast, man, what you got to say to the people you hear?
Man, I just want to say, man, keep watching, man. Stay tuned, man. A lot of work that got to be done, man. And we going to get to it, man.
Yes, sir. So, Contraaaryyy, you've been on the Florida Vibe Directory before, but it's been a little minute. So I guess, before we get into, what you got going on now, let's take them all the way back to the beginning. We'll go around the table on this one, kind of describe your early life and, how you first found music. For you, you could say design.
Most definitely.
All right, so for me, I started, one of my close friends put me on the music, put me on the Cole. I mean, I knew of music, but not rap music. J. Cole was the first one I heard, and then since then I gravitated to it. You know what I mean? And then I say about like 17, 18, I started recording it. And then, from there, we here now. So, about 16, 17 is when I really started.
So, before that, what was kind of those early years like for you?
Prior to that, just sports, a lot of sports.
What you was playing?
Basketball and football. You know what I mean?
Okay, so it was a real structured upbringing.
Yeah, sports-wise, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You always had something to do type shit.
For sure, yeah. I've always kept myself busy.
That's what's up.
Yeah, since I was young, I've always been a dreamer. I always wanted some sense of purpose.
So when did you decide to make the pivot from sports to music?
When I knew sports wasn't gonna work out. So I was like, I definitely need to find,
So that's after high school or in high school?
This is after high school. So cause I was doing music, but behind the scenes, but I didn't really start doing it, on the, in the way that we doing it now, until after.
Word. So talk to us, man. What was your early life like? What was your upbringing like?
Man, I've always been pretty much into music, always been involved with it. I have a memory of my dad, man, having bongos in a basement, man.
Okay.
And, just doing laundry and just banging on them things, man. So, I always grew up, in music. I actually only played, though. But I always write. Right, I've been writing since I want to say maybe high school. At the end of high school, I started writing, but never thought I was going to take that somewhere else. But instrument-wise, I play bass guitar, a little bit of piano.
Okay. So
that's always been just my little side thing. Nothing too crazy, but.
Have you ever tried to take that into production or anything like that?
Nah, it was just just fooling around with it. Better than doing, other things, how that get.
Word.
So, just stay grounded and, just started doing music as far as getting into the studio, probably about 2 years ago.
Okay.
So that's when I really, just took that step into, trying to evolve into music and stuff. But besides then, I just been chilling, man.
Just waiting for that moment.
Just waiting for it.
Word. So wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just call you your clothing brand. I'm like, yo, we got Next Chapter in the building. So, give people the formal introduction, so they could, get to know you a little bit, let them know about your upbringing.
Most definitely. Well, name's Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff Giles, actually.
Okay.
But my upbringing, man, I'm from Miami. It's one from down south, Richmond Heights area.
Okay.
My upcoming, man, I always been into music, but I never been a rapper. I always had all my homies did music or whatnot. They all was very talented when it came to music. So I always had an eye for clothing, fashion, different kind of styles or what different kind of colors. So like I gravitated towards that, and like me going through my little life changes and whatnot, I had an idea like to start my brand, but I never pushed it out. So the very first brand I started with was called Next Chapter. Not Next Chapter. It's All Good.
Okay.
It's All Good was it's a more of an urban brand. Like,
Around what time was this?
It's All Good started like I'm gonna say like 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, 2020.
So it was kind of a good time to start it because it was like more open towards new brands and shit.
Most
like that.
definitely, most definitely. And when I started It's All Good, pause. Let me take that back a little bit. I started a brand called More Fire. More Fire is a brand that actually me and my cousin started together.
Shout out to the cuz.
Most definitely. He actually passed away a couple of years ago.
Damn, rest in peace.
It was a tragic story, but for the most part, we started this brand called More Fire, and the brand More Fire was a brand to, motivate people. We all have that fire inside of us. We all have that drive, and whatever that drive is, we just gotta just tap into it and push it. You feel me? So we had big plans to to go out to the world, ask people what their fire is, like what their passion, what's their drive, and based on their response, we will put all that into one little video or whatnot, and put it out to the world, let people know your drive may encourage this man to do something, it's just all about different, ideas, hearing from different people, perspectives or whatnot. So when that brand came about, I also started another brand called It's All Good. Now, It's All Good is another brand that's more urban. It's I live in this world, I try not to stress. So when something bothers me, and be like, man, it's all good, bro. We gonna find a solution for that.
Right.
Push that to the side, bro. You stressing about that ain't gonna make nothing better. You feel me?
For a fact.
So I started pushing It's All Good, and that's actually it's actually successful because I actually have grinders that's in the area. So I have these small grinders that has quotes on the bottom of them. So the top will say It's All Good, and the bottom will say a positive message. So it's
awesome.
You'll be crushing up your little herbs or whatnot. So no matter how your grinders flip, you still have some kind of positive vibe to it.
Word.
You feel me? So I started that, and then me going through a life-changing situation with me, I almost lost my life to a point I was just I haven't seen so much blood leave my body. I went into I didn't even know I was bleeding out until I actually seen it. I'm damn. It was just a life-changing moment. At that moment, I'm you know what? It is what it is, bro. Once again, it's all good, bro. I'm just going to just ride this little wave, and whatever happened, happened. But God gave me a second chance for me to make things right. So the fact that I was able to overcome that, my right hand was damn near paralyzed. I couldn't function and I couldn't write. I was depressed. I was going through it, bro. I really thought I was done with my right hand. Life was just over for me at that point.
Damn.
So then I ended up getting the surgery, and before I got the surgery, they inspected. It was wow, the fact that you cut all your nerves and you're still able to move your fingers is just it's ridiculous. Because even the doctor was impressed. He was yo, we need to stitch, you need to patch you up and get this ASAP, because the fact that you cut almost every single nerve in that right hand and you're able to still function it, yeah, it's a blessing. So God did his thing, went through the surgery, successful surgery, and I was still depressed because the fact that I wasn't able to do my everyday activities, I'm home.
For so long.
Yeah, you feel me? I was just damn, I'm in the house, looking at everyone do their thing. I can't even hold a pencil. It's my dominant hand. I couldn't even it just, when you handicap, you just feel so damn, so helpless. You feel me? So
right.
I went through an emotional stage at that point, and so I ended up getting a stress ball. It's crazy. I didn't go to therapy after that. I did my at home therapy. Before I even thought about going to therapy, I went to Walmart. I started playing around with these stress balls, and I started having a little feeling. I'm damn, maybe this is I gotta keep doing this. I was getting rubber bands. I was wrapping around, and I was just just doing this. At first, it was this, stiff. But then when I started moving around, the feelings started coming back. I'm damn.
So you felt to day by day improve.
Day by day. It was it took a while, but day by day it started to improve, and that was just more my motivation. Yo, I'm ain't no way I'm losing my right hand, bro. I need it. You get me? don't get me wrong, I was trying with my left, but there was no way I was gonna let that defeat me. And I overcame that, bro.
That's a blessing.
I overcame it, and that's how Next Chapter started. It was like I always had Next Chapter in the back of my mind, but I never had the time to really push it. So when I went through this little life-changing situation, I'm like, you know what? It's time, bro. It's time to push this out, because that chapter that I went through was horrible. Like, you know, most people don't like to talk about they bad chapters. They like to just brush it off and keep it moving. You get me? But me personally, like, I don't mind expressing. And how that happened to me was all frustration, anger. Me letting my anger take over my emotions, and me smacking the window, and the window shattered all over me, and like,
my goodness,
just making a dumb decision at that point. It cost me my right hand. So I had to learn anger management. I had to control my anger. I had to make sure I had to put that to a point where, like, I can't let that get over me. So so when that Next Chapter came about, like, it just makes me realize, like, look, like, if I could just talk to someone or just let someone know, hey, look, bro, like, it could be worse.
Right.
It could be 10 times worse. You could be in jail. You could be dead. You could be, you know, paralyzed. Something could be, someone has it worse than you, bro.
Right.
Someone has it worse. And, like, that right there is to push the next person to do better. Like, you may think it's over, but you definitely have a new chapter somewhere. You have a birthday, an anniversary, a new year, start a new business, you feel me? Like, meeting new friends, creating, like, you know, memories, you feel me? That's all next new chapters in life, you feel me? Like,
Right.
You just got to be the one to pick up that pen and, like, just go to writing, bro. 'Cause you're the author to your own book. Once you start the writing, you know how you want the book to turn out, you feel me? So, like, but that's how Next Chapter came about, and, like, I'm glad to have my brothers with me to, like, you know, help me push it, because honestly speaking, like, these two here right now, they've been rocking with me since I met them. And,
Right.
And
So I mean, I say we go into that then, since you guys like told me like off camera, you guys are like kind of still fairly new as like friends and business partners and things like that. So how did you guys cultivate this relationship?
We just, first of all, you just have to see if there's a chemistry there, and you know what I mean. That was the first thing. Like, you know, like let's get in front of each other. Let's shake hands. Let's work. You know, not only hang with each other and, you know, and do nonsense, but let's see how we work together.
Right.
So I worked with Jeff first on a shoot. That was a successful shoot for us.
So he also does. So you also do videos?
I don't do videos, but to a point where, like, I style people.
Yeah. So okay, I'm sorry to cut you off. My fault. All right. So his brand, when I first met him, he was doing like things to promote his brand, and then I kind of wanted to get into fashion and clothing. So I was like, yo, I have a videographer. We both mutually knew at the time, and I was like, yo, I told the videographer, I was like, you know anybody with a brand? You know, I want to start doing content with, like, you know, we'll be in the studio. And, you know, I just have his brand on, and he'll get different shots with it. So, yeah, so basically that's how what our first collaboration was. It was just a shoot inside of the studio. We got some dope shots, and then we collaborated on it, put it out. It did really well. So then we continued working, and then as we continued working, we grew a relationship outside of music and clothing. So, yeah, that's basically what it is, similar to what I did with Toad. Somebody, a videographer, connected us mutually, and then months later, I wrote a record specifically for him, known as Now the Intro. I wrote that just for him, and yeah, then we get in the studio, we vibed out, we liked the song, and we seen each other on a few other occasions, and we just solidified it.
So then, when did like the three of you guys like officially all like meet and come together?
Yes, so that was on the set of the intro video. Yeah, with the that video
down
was
south. They came all the way down south.
Yeah.
That was like close to Homestead.
Yeah.
When you went down there.
The video I was showing you? Yeah. Actually,
with the truck.
Yeah. Actually with the Lambo truck.
Yeah.
And in that same spot, Tory Lanez actually shot there. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So a lot of people haven't shot there. Dope video. It's one of our biggest videos, by the way.
It was.
Feel me? A lot of people know us because of that.
Creating that project was amazing, honestly. The amount of energy, the amount of support we had, like, it's fun. It's crazy because his parents actually, like, came from, like, way, like, Holland there, came all the way down.
Miami, like an hour.
Like, came all the way down to the bottom.
To support you.
Just to support it.
Yeah. You get me? Then we had other people there that came out, homies that stayed deep in Broward.
From other clothing lines, photographers, videographers.
So it was just like mad energy.
At that, that's when we knew. Okay, we have something special. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I think it's smart we just stay close. So yeah, I'm very grateful to both of them though, because they helped me, more than they think that I helped them.
Cause like when you first came through, you were more like on some like solo shit.
Yeah, I was. Yes, I was.
More of like a soloist, but now you coming back with like a crew.
Yeah,
you guys are moving.
Yeah,
100% happening.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Not just a crew, because people can group up at a can group up anywhere and still not be functional, still not be intentional, not go nowhere. Like I'm with a group of brothers who are intentional and who want to go places, and we don't talk about it, we do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, so we're not only a group, a crew, you know what I mean? But we're a family, we're a unit.
A big family. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Word. So, Bad Company, Good Morals. Let's talk about the project. Mm-hmm. So how long were you working on the project before you released it?
So how long was I working on? So funny thing is, my intention was not even to work on the project. I was working on the project we're doing now for our next show with a bunch of artists on it. I was supposed to release that one. Then I kind of went through a space where, I don't know, I guess I was a little down or whatever. I don't know what it was, honestly. And then I just started to create dope music. And then I came up with the idea of Bad Company, Good Morals, pretty much essentially meaning no matter who I was around, my morals stayed the same. No matter what type of company it was, how bad the company, how good it was, I was always me.
Right.
So that's why I was like, yeah, we're just going to run with Bad Company, Good Morals. And then when we started coming out with, we started writing, we started going to we started collaborating with Toad set it up with the intro. Then I collaborated with a few other artists. I was like, yo, this project's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so.
Now, I feel like with your music, you're like very raw and like very real. And we'll talk about like situations. So like, do you like go to like a studio or do you like record a lot of the music by yourself?
Yeah, so I do go to a studio, but I write alone. See this extremely talented artist over here, he has the ability to sit in the studio, come up with something and almost freestyle it in a way. He's extremely talented, by the way. But I'm more to myself when I'm writing. But yeah, when I'm in the studio, yeah, I'm in the studio.
So you like to go like prepared, like
yeah.
I got my 2-3 verses.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm getting a 2-hour session. You can get like 3 songs in the 2-hour session.
Yeah.
Prepared.
Yeah. Actually, I thought that was the way to do it for a long time. That's all I knew, so I thought that was the way to do it. I thought everybody goes to the studio prepared, but some people see it as a hangout spot, and which is fine.
It just depends on how much access you actually have to a studio.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of times, what I recommend to artists more is like, it's better if like you have a studio that you like, talk to the person and try to figure out a monthly fee. Because then it's like if you're paying a monthly fee, you have like a residency or whatever at the studio. You can go for as long as you want, and then you don't necessarily have to go with 3 verses prepared. You could just go with the beat pack that was sent to you, listen to it, and then you build it because you have more time.
That's great.
For sure.
That's actually smart.
For sure, that is very smart. But I would say this though, I kind of like the pressure that come with it. When you put money behind yourself, like these guys know, I like the pressure of knowing if I'm not intentional about my time, things ain't gonna go the right way.
Word.
I think that probably paying a monthly fee will probably make me too comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable. You feel me? So when I go in the studio, that's why I stay intentional, and I make sure before I go in the studio that I don't know. That's like the position I like to be in,
right? Because
when I'm comfortable, no, you feel me? I don't like being comfortable.
You don't like being comfortable?
Nah, not in that sense. I want to be intentional.
Word.
So. But yeah.
So Toad, they say you freestyling when you go in the booth, or like how what's the process like?
At least for my records.
Yeah, he put that fire on where that record. You came, out the blue with that record. So it was. And
Speak up, my fault.
The beat was fire. I mean, he came up with this dope beat record. Intro, what it was, the hook. The chorus.
Yeah, I would never wait up.
Yeah. He came up with the chorus, and it was something that as soon as he said those 3 things, it was like I already knew, kind of, So, but for the most part though, I do go into the studio already prepared on what I want to do, because I don't have that access not yet.
Right.
So for the most part, unless it is those circumstances where I do have to freestyle, the last couple, but that's not going in, like Lil Wayne or nothing like that. It's just, I guess vibing out. But yeah, I go in, with something like with a plan, I guess, and do it. I guess how you're supposed to do it.
Well, yeah.
So the Jennifer Lopez sample. How did you decide to like choose that?
You talking about on the Bad Company Good Morals?
Yeah.
So it's just something I heard and I've heard before, and it's funny. When I was before I wrote the record, I'm like, this is something I want to do. Because of course I wanted it to be new, I wanted it to be fresh for the people around, more young like myself and like us, but also too I wanted to have something that can be nostalgic. So before you even hear words, the nostalgia kicks in with the older people, like my big brother, my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I knew that the sample alone was gonna get people to, like, oh, like this brings me back to, oh, this sample's fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I used the sample. I wanted to bring some nostalgia to the record.
So how did you find the beat? Was this like?
No, it was already made. The person who I purchased the beat from, he put it on there.
Oh, like on BeatStars or?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's
yeah,
the one that
yeah.
you use primarily,
Yeah,
BeatStars?
for sure. For now.
I fuck with BeatStars.
Yeah.
Cause even BeatStars, they has like the link to like their YouTube or their Instagram,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
like if your shit's dope, you could like build a relationship with someone through that as
For
well.
sure. Yeah. So yeah, that's how. Yeah, but pretty much the reason I wanted that sample was for the nostalgia. I knew that's the first thing I said. Ooh. I'm saying hit a sample, like, and I'm like, if I have that reaction, imagine what a listener's gonna have.
No, facts.
Cause I don't come out rapping. You first hear the sample. You know what I'm saying?
You build to it. It has
You know
a
what I'm
build.
saying? So it pulls you in first, and then we hit you over there with the rap.
So how do you like, normally like when you're on BeatStars, like what would make a beat stand out to you?
Being a little different than what's traditional. So we live in the South, so there's a lot of trap beats, a lot of Southern sound,
Detroit type beat.
For sure. So that don't really impress me. You know what I mean?
So you wouldn't do like a Detroit style song? I mean, you got the bars for it.
Not right now. Not right now. I'm not saying Detroit is bad. It's just not for me.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I've always had a northern influence anyway.
Right.
So I never really gravitated to Southern sound. But I'm not knocking it though, nobody.
But if you were to like expand your sound to any other region, like which region do you think like your flow or your voice would sound the best over? Like what type of beats?
I mean, a lot of people like me over samples. They say that this is what I hear, that I have a very, in a way, masculine voice, and it sounds good with like girl samples. So yeah, I mean, if I do go anywhere, I guess I'll probably go there.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, time would tell. I mean, the album got some the new album we're working on. We have some beats on there that you like. Oh, Fredo shouldn't be on that. You know what I mean? But it came out dope.
Have you ever tried to like do something maybe outside of like your genre, like maybe like reggaeton or like Afro beat, anything like that, like EDM joint, like?
So yeah, it's funny. So the new project, yeah, it does have Afro on there.
Ooh.
So yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Man, what was that studio session like?
It was cool. It's very fluid. Like I said, very intentional. Everybody did their part, even down to the engineer. Help elevate the record. It was real cool. I think it was fluid, right?
Yeah.
It's just fluid. It was cool. It was just like we hear his verse, we're going crazy. We were just cheering each other on. So that's what our sessions are like, making sure our brothers feel as confident as we do.
Word.
For sure.
So this Afro Beats record about to have the club getting lit.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. All right, look, I'll be concise, man. I don't make records for the club, but I mean, I could see it being played at a party. It could.
That's okay, man.
For sure. Yeah.
You ever thought about going into like songwriting for like other people and shit like that?
It's funny. The one in the back over there with the phone up, she tells me about that all the time. My mom tells me as well. I should start writing for other people, but I'm not ready to. I mean, not that I'm not ready. It just hasn't presented itself. So.
I mean, yeah, there's always like a lot of like different little writing camps and shit like that.
For sure.
You could even start one of your own. Like,
Yeah.
You could even just have like some shit where like you get like a studio, a couple rooms and shit.
Yeah.
Have artists pull up and then like figure the shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think I'm there yet though. I still need to tighten up. I think what sets me apart is my work ethic.
Word.
That's how I'm even relevant.
The consistency.
You know what I'm saying? Just work ethic, consistency, and then the quality of work. So.
Cause this is your second project this year?
Second? Oh, this year, yeah, this year, yeah.
So, cooking.
Yeah, I try to stay,
What's some of the funnest parts about being an artist?
Oh, what's fun about? It depends who you ask. But for me, I I like the community that comes with it. Don't like the industry, but I like the community. If that makes sense. You know, you meet a lot of cool people. You know, a lot of times we speak about the money and that takes the color away from it. But my biggest thing is the people you meet on the way. You know what I'm saying? You sit in some really cool, you know, places. You have some real cool conversations.
Word.
But that's me though. For me, that question is so, you know, it just depends on what you ask.
Now, I'm gonna ask you on the other side. What's like the I don't want to say the wackest part, but just like, what's one part about being an artist that maybe people don't see that's not as fun?
Money driven, man. Being so money driven, and then not having boundaries. That's for me.
Go
I think,
into more detail about that. What do you mean by that?
What, the money driven or the boundaries?
No, the boundaries.
Yeah, so people are just like, man, I hope I don't get knocked for this, but it's like, man, it just, I think everything is healthy with a boundary. Too much of anything is bad. I just don't like when people start to sell out on themselves.
Word.
Do stuff they traditionally wouldn't do.
Like just because it's hot or whatever.
Yeah, just because it's cool. I think it's a lot cooler to be yourself. You feel me? But that's my point of view. But I just, a lot of our sisters wearing less clothes, talking wild, like they don't have little sisters, like they don't have daughters at home.
Right.
Cardi B turning off songs when her daughter walks in the room, like, come on, you know what I mean? It's like, so just less clothes, and then also the men, they. You know what I mean?
I mean,
yeah.
You could say. I mean,
yeah. So I know some people who rap about a life they're not about.
Right.
I know that's something that they've been saying for a while. But I'm big on that too, especially for men rapping about a life that they never lived.
You don't think it's like easy though?
Oh, definitely. For them, it's easy.
Like
It's the easiest.
It's the easiest because like even I feel like it's easy when you're listening to a beat. Even like when you're fucking around freestyle with the homies, like the first thing you do is you got a 9. Like as soon as the beat start, you're like, I got a 9.
yeah. Which is cool when you're in the comfort of with the homies when you're home. But you have to understand, like, whether we want to believe it or not, whether it's one person, 100 person, 1,000 people, you release it to the world. You're gonna influence somebody.
Okay, so this actually has a question that I have for everyone.
All right.
So I don't know how like often you're on social media and shit like that, but you guys know Sukihana, right? The female artist.
Forgive me, Suki, I don't know you.
But she's, from Miami. She's a female artist. She's pretty popular.
For sure.
She raps a lot of like sexually driven raps. So I guess YK Osiris was at some basketball game and he was like trying to like kiss her type shit. But she was moving away.
I did.
But then somebody on Twitter quoted it and they were like, all right, when you're a gangster rapper and you go to another city, the gangsters in that city want to see if it's true. So it's like when women rap about that,
wow.
Like how does that make you guys feel? Like I want to get y'all opinion on that.
Well, I never really pay attention to that stuff, to be honest with you.
Well said.
So I can't even really speak on that, but I did see that video in particular.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just looked bad.
Luke in the back over there is just like
in 2023 it looked crazy. Like it looked crazy.
Yeah. That was bad. Bad business. I think on both.
Yeah. When I saw the video, I was like, "Whoa, what's going on? Like, is this legal? Is it legal right
Yo,
now?" Like,
he was wild.
Like,
he was wild.
yeah.
But just sometimes, the music that you make could just give you some unwanted attention.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
fact.
it goes back to what you were saying,
course,
like really rapping about what you live and shit like that.
For sure.
Right.
Go ahead.
But no, like I said, it was wild to me, bro. Like, I have no comment on that because like that's something like if I were to catch any one of my homies doing that, you getting smacked.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
you gotta go.
Like, nah, you can't. Like, ain't no way you going disrespect
female.
a female
A
like
female.
that on air. On top of that, I mean, you
For
got
sure.
so many eyes on you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what in your right state of mind makes you just get up out the blue and just walk towards that way and just like, and you just grab someone's like face.
That's
and,
what I'm saying.
Like, how do you like? What makes you feel comfortable? Like, what was
He
going
might
through?
not have been sober.
Even
the
still,
benefit of
bro.
that.
Like,
He might not have been sober.
Casa Amigos must have been on him.
it must
Sure.
have been.
That's
it.
no excuse. That's still no excuse,
Yeah.
bro. Because it's like, I feel like when you're like an R&B singer, bro, like one says no, there's 3 waiting. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
Dog, but people, dudes don't think about that though. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you tell a dude no, they feel like, man, you ain't gonna.
And on top of that, I feel like it's like the ego too, because
That's what it is, bro. People, dudes got high egos. Or some dudes got high egos, bro.
I was thinking about like, you know, I know now we just talk about random shit, but about the designer shit, about he got caught on the plane. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm sorry to cut you off, right? But I will say this. At least I speak. We out the way. So like for real, like some of the things that people might, oh yo, Kim Kardashian just dropped a bit. Don't get me wrong, I do struggle scrolling on social media too long, but most of the stuff I see is prayer, and you know what I mean. That's what pops up. But for the most part, I think all of us are out the way. I mean, maybe they might have seen it, but for the most part, we're out the way. We don't really pay.
Damn.
You know, we pay mind to what's for us. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, like we on social media, but we ain't tapped in. We tapped in, but not tapped that
Right.
for sure. Because we not really worried about what everybody else got going on. Because
it's just some crazy shit.
and that's the
that's
the thing.
Crazy shit that be happening.
And that's the thing. We're not even into, like, we don't even care about it. We don't care about it. It's just the fact that, like, I want to say maybe it's a distraction to us.
Okay,
like,
no. So you're actually springing up a good question then. So like, what do you do to entertain yourself? Like,
What do I do?
to like get away from music? And don't tell me go to the studio, because every rapper I'll be like, yo, so what you do for fun, bro? I'm just in the studio or I'm listening to beats, and it's like, bro, like you gotta play some video games, watch a movie, like ride a fucking jet ski, go to the beach. Like you gotta do something.
No, I'm on Call of Duty. Me and my lady out. She's a foodie actually. She actually go and like try different restaurants, and we do that for fun, and like try different hookah spots. You know, my dogs. Like I try to like occupy my times mostly at the crib, because like I'm in the crib, bro. Can't shit happen. Like
Where?
I try to stay out the way. Ain't no point. And once again, for fun, I'm with my brothers. You feel me? Like we all connected together, literally. Like we try. Just the other day, my birthday just passed on the 21st, and every single one in this room was at my crib. Like we literally sat 12 o'clock kids, ate cake, ate some cupcakes. You know, we had pizza. You feel me? We do small things like that. Like we find excitement within ourselves, because like, I feel like if we stick together, we stick to the plan. Like we just more focused when we just tapped in with each other, bro. Like, cause we don't really like the distractions. Like, so our fun is just being around one another, and then like if we have a project going on or we got any outdoor activities going on, we just, yo, hey Fred, what you doing? Like, hey Toad, what you doing?
Like
So y'all got no game nights, no nothing, huh?
Oh no,
we just haven't established that yet, but we we watch Heat games together.
Actually,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
that's the thing.
go.
So, all right, so,
Yeah,
but when
there we go.
when the heat was on, like everybody came to the crib. Like, you know, I ordered like 4 boxes of pizza.
So your crib is like the headquarters.
Right now is the spot.
It's the headquarters.
It's the spot
sure.
we kick it at right now, and like we have moments, man. We talk shit, we vibe, and you know we go to the back, just light one up. We'll have a little brother moment, and we'll just talk about what we got next going on, and then we'll plan. We plan to go jet skiing like next week.
Straight
like
up.
we were just talking about that. If the weather could lighten up on us,
Yeah,
then, you feel me? They've been nuts.
And
like,
then I'm sorry to cut
No,
you
go ahead.
off. Oh, I hit the mic.
Nah, you go ahead.
We're humans first.
Exactly.
I'm saying, like, I'm Fredo before I'm Contraaaryyy. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know what I mean? Like, we're human beings first.
He said, no, don't say my name.
Yeah, I know. Forgive me. Yeah. I didn't want to disclose that, but you know where I'm going. Like he's, you know, we're human beings first. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't let the artist stuff go to our head. Yes, we enjoy it. We have so much fun,
Right.
but we're human beings first. Feel me? Like, that's what, you know, we actually, you know, off camera, away from, you know, we make sure everything is right.
Word.
You know, being an artist is one thing, but being a human means a lot more to us.
Right.
You feel me? Being a good human being, being an intentional human being. You know, I don't think none of us allow it to go to our head. You know, like, we sold out a show that nobody expected us to sell out. We're still pretty down to earth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's
So
pretty much
what are like some goals that you have like coming up for the rest of the year?
Well,
When we get into
okay.
quarter,
So, All right, so this is the first announcement of it. Nobody knows yet. We're supposed to be campaigning for it in July, but we're actually doing our second concert in October.
Okay.
October 14th. So y'all hear it first. I don't know if that's a big thing, but yeah. So that's what our plans are. We actually on Tuesday we're gonna shoot some content with our videographers and photographers.
Promotional content.
Yeah. Just so pretty much that's what we're just working towards that. Yeah, that's it. I mean, he has something new coming out too. I don't want to speak for you.
Actually, so our future goal, we have July 1st. We have another shoot we're doing. I'm dropping up at Athletic Brand or Athletic Wear.
Okay.
Next chapter still. We're shooting the promo video on July 1st.
Yeah.
So that's like my next project coming up, and my future goals for that is, I mean, I'm just trying to attack the athletic wear, like, you know, put everybody into the next chapter drip. You feel me? Like, you know, we go to the gym, you see, dang, she got the next chapter drip on, or he got the next chapter like drop fit on. You feel me? So
they somebody.
You feel me? Like
they tapped in.
Yeah. Once you have that, bro, like you just know, like you have it. You know your purpose. You feel me? So like that's my plans coming up for July 1st. That's pretty much what that is.
Talk to the people, Toe, what you got coming up, man.
I got a, you know, this week, Thursday, actually, man, I'm dropping, man, little EP, 6 songs, man.
Okay.
Excuse me, Rosin Music.
Okay.
Rosin Music coming out Thursday.
All platforms?
All platforms.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Yes, sir.
Rosin Music, you know, just me, you know, growing, man. You know, I'm new to this music as far as, you know, being in the light, you know, being in front of the camera. So, you know, I feel like, you know, this EP, especially, it's just, you know, it shows me growing, you know, from 1 to 6, you know,
and then you said you guys got an EP coming together.
Yeah, we got something coming together.
Yeah. So all right. So it's actually a collective of artists. He does have a song. Well, him and I have a song on that album. That's
so
coming
it's
out.
like a Contraaaryyy and Friends type album.
Essentially, yeah.
Like all the artists that you fuck with, you got them like on one.
Yeah,
project.
exactly. So yeah,
super dope.
Yeah, I mean, and not only the people that I mess with heavy, but whoever is willing to work. I'm not. Don't get too much into the politics.
Right.
You know, because we all start at 0. You know what I mean? So before they were, before there were 6,000 followers, so to speak. Don't have 6,000 followers. I'm just saying. There was 0. There was 1. There was 2. There was 100.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So whoever wants to work, I mean, that's how we are. We just
everybody's equal, bro.
Yeah, bro. We just want to work.
If you want to work and you're motivated and you're actually like, hey, look, like y'all, the last show you guys did was dope. Like you guys did y'all thing. Like, how can I be on the next one? Like, if you're showing that initiative and you showing that you really want to like take that next step with us, then we're not gonna turn you down. Like, we're just gonna see what how can we do it together to make everybody win on this? You feel me? Like, we're all about unity, bro. Like,
For a fact.
Yeah, and then you were about to say something?
I was just gonna ask you. I mean, is there like any artists maybe like locally around the area that you've seen that maybe caught your attention that you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I mean, there are a few. But you know, you kind of have an exchange with them on social media or a message, and they're not what they're. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do want to work with people, but they have to be a good human to me first.
Right.
So if I haven't worked with you yet, it's because we just
haven't met.
We just haven't connected.
Yeah,
yet.
but I'm just saying, like, is there anyone like?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, as of right now, you know, I'm pretty good right now. I work with a lot of dope artists, especially this one. Yo, he's dope. Yeah, he's dope. You know what I'm saying?
He's really special.
Yeah, he's
our
dope.
friend.
Yeah,
but if I didn't know this guy, like literally, like he's just like when I first met him at an intro like video shoot, I was like, damn, his song sound like it should be on 2K.
Yeah, he's like
literally
next Friday, right?
Like, bro,
Thursday, yeah.
or
next Thursday,
or even right now when we hop off, like he got music out.
And it's like Dade Space Toad.
Yeah.
All platforms.
All platforms.
Yes, sir.
he got his own merch too, by the way.
He does. I'm so sorry. You do.
Talk about
Just
it.
came out on a merch collab, man. I talked to, I'm cool with a couple guys from the UK. So that's like where I get my beats and, you know, stuff from.
Oh, shit.
I work with like a certain guy, you know, he's been, you know, banging with me for a little bit. So, you know, I just, you know, he send me a pack every now and then, you know, and the merch came from, you know, another guy from the UK. Who got pretty much like the same message of, you know, where I get my name from Toll, and I seen, you know, I came across his page, and you know, I just hit him up. You know, worst thing he could say is no, and he said yes.
Straight up.
So you know, he was allowing me to like design it and everything. You know, so I just took that opportunity and, you know, went for it. And yeah, man, got new merch coming out. Well, it's out now. You know,
yes, sir.
Link in my bio on Instagram and stuff.
Straight
yes,
up.
Sir.
Straight up.
So, I mean, I think we pretty much covered a lot. Before we get up out of here, though, man, I know you probably got some shout-outs for everyone helping you get to this point. So I'm going to just give y'all the floor to, you know, give y'all shout-outs to everyone that helped y'all get to this point.
Most definitely. Want to go ahead?
Shout out to Next Chapter. We'll make this easy so we don't forget no names, at least for my part. Shout out to everybody who believed in us. There we go.
Nah,
so we're not missing no names. So if you're a part of the believers, that includes you.
Yeah.
Part of that collective.
I want to especially shout out Welk, man, because if it wasn't for
Hey,
Welk, man,
Welker. Oh, see, I feel bad now. We name drop.
shout out Welk, man.
Welker,
Shout out them boys, KD.
My
man.
guy,
Shout out
Welker, KD.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah, you might as well drop it now. You start names
Now we
dropping.
name dropping.
Nah, I feel that.
All right, so we gotta give one time for KD.
KD, that's my
he's
guy.
super dope. Like KD, when I first met KD, man, he just lighting up. He's nothing but he always got a smile on his face. Like he's
everybody
always
would love him.
Always ready to work. And when I seen that smile on his face, I'm like, yeah, this is him, bro. Like we gotta connect. And once we connected, and we ran with it. And with Welker, like when I met him for the first time at Bad Company Good Morals shoot, like he did his thing. We connected there as well too. Like those two there, like that's like LeBron and D Wade right there, low key. Like they know how.
They're dope. Yeah,
they know
dope
how
duo.
to, when they collab, they really collab, bro. So shout out to them boys.
Shout out to you guys, man. You guys make it pop.
Facts.
Straight up, KD and Welker.
And then and all right, we got another homie in the group. Homie got his own brand called True Goat.
Okay.
Yes.
Andy.
Shout out to the Goat.
Shout out Andy. Shout out
Andy
True Goat.
he got his brand now, you know, dope brand too. Like, you know, we all goats in life, you feel me? We all have that mindset, you feel me? So like I gotta shout out my little cousin Caleb. You know, he has his brand as well too, Unseen Reality.
Little
You know, Lil Cuzzo. He actually started designing clothes too. Like speaking of designing, he actually made a dope piece for Contraaaryyy. Like we about to drop that, and that's gonna be seen in October though.
Okay.
But like that, I gotta give Big Lil Cuzzo props because he went from like being in a dark space into like picking up an iPad and like just went to he picked up a notepad and a pencil and went to start drawing things out. I'm like, damn, bro, like you might as well take this designer thing pretty serious because like you actually got some ideas that you could put out, and then like, you know, he took that and ran with it, and now he a few outfits in, like he got his outfit coming out. He got Told fit coming out real soon. He designed a few of the Next Chapter drip that's coming out as well too. So I gotta give big ups to Caleb, bro. Like
Very special individual.
for sure. And one time I gotta shout my lady out too, cause you know she's supportive.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the ladies, man.
She always showing love. Like whenever she feel like, oh babe, I don't think that's right, or like she helps, she correct me. You need balance in life, bro.
need that.
If you don't get balance in life, it's shit's weird. You gotta have balance. If you don't keep that balance, it's like nothing's gonna work out, bro. You gotta have that. So like once again, I gotta give props to her for like helping me out when it comes to my brand as well. Like, you know, whenever she has the eye for certain things, you feel me? So I can't forget that. She puts on for that too. So but once again, like everybody who believe in us, our first show we sold out.
Yes, sir.
Thank God, you know, like that was a blessing. So like that actually, we set the tone at that show. They showed us like we put on like this, and this amount of people pulled up for us because they believed in us. So imagine for the next show, you feel me? So like the next show is gonna be on some a whole different level. Like we're bringing a lot more to it. You feel me? So it's like
We'll save it.
Yeah, for not fast. But we're bringing a lot more to it. So it's just like I can't speak too much.
Yeah, we'll save
I don't
it.
want to speak too much.
I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear that for real.
You should come out to that, John, bro. For real.
I'm gonna be out there.
I should come out.
Yeah.
You should.
You know, I'll be DJing too, man. So if y'all need a little,
Oh, no,
y'all
fact,
need an opening DJ,
Yeah.
Holla at your boy.
Once again, we give everybody equal opportunity, bro. Like, the people down to work, we're gonna work.
I'll come out there, do a little set, you know.
I seen it actually. Yeah, I see you do your stuff. That's true.
You know,
Facts.
one has watched the other. That's
No,
what
it's
I'm
only
saying.
right.
Sure.
That's how we grow.
Yes, sir.
That's how we grow. You just never know. That might open up a few doors for you.
Hey, baby showers, weddings, I do all that. I do all that.
I'm your friendly neighborhood DJ.
Go around to the corner store, see his face on them, like, oh, I know this
Like,
nigga,
yo,
brother.
you gotta pull the ticket and call me. You feel me?
Yo, but also too, before we get off of here, man,
Yeah.
you're special too, man. You're very consistent. Luke, appreciate you, my brother. I know
Yeah,
you're
one
not on
time for
camera.
letting us on be
Yeah.
on this show.
Nah, man, this
really-
about y'all, man. This about y'all.
Of
But
course,
but
but
you
you know
gotta
what I'm
give
saying. If we
thanks,
closing, I'm sorry to cut you off.
We gotta give
but,
thanks.
Yeah, but
Just trying to get a DJ gig.
nah, yeah, nah. But you know, look, the also too, man. Not, Brad, putting God first gets you this far.
Yeah.
Being humble gets you this far. Learning how to step out of the way gets you this far. So this is just us saying thank you to you. It's us stepping out of the way. This is how we got this far. This is how we're happy and we love to be around each other because ego doesn't exist, pride don't exist, and where that exists, it don't work at. So it don't exist in our camp. So us saying thank you to y'all is just, you feel me? Trust me, it's from a genuine space.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it for real, for real. Damn, I guess that's it right there. That's perfect way to end it right there.
Facts, man. That's it.
Ladies and
Gotcha.
gentlemen, this has been the Florida Vibe Directory. Of course, man, y'all. One more time, let's go around the table. You know, let the people know where they could find you at, all the good stuff. Take us away, Con.
Go ahead, Toad. You can start.
It's Dade Told, man. You can find me on all platforms at Dade.Told. Well, no dot, just Dade space Told, man. Simple, man.
That's it. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so yeah, as you know, Contraaaryyy, 3 A's, 3 Y's, and you can find me on every single streaming platform.
Me, Instagram is JGuysOfficial. The name of the brand is literally called nextchapterbrand. Just at that, follow the page, show love if you guys want to cop some merch. Link is in the bio. Speaking of merch, I got gifts for both of you guys, so I gotta make sure
Straight up.
I gotta give you guys some merch. But so yeah, the name of the brand is called Next Chapter Brand on Instagram. Follow the page if you can. Show some love. Follow. Show Dade Told some love. Show Contraaaryyy some love. Like, you know, once again, like, I want people to, you know, remember how this street really started. You feel me? Because like,
Hey, it's
this
documented.
is just
The beginning.
this is the beginning of us three coming.
Just the installment.
You feel me?
Yes, for sure.
You feel me? Another thing I want to say, like I tell these boys, like, it's 2 different kind of families in life. The one that you were born in and the one you actually create. You feel me? Come on, why you biting me, bro? So it's like, the one you create is the ones you really, really go far with. You feel me? Your family always gonna be there 'cause they blood. You feel me? Like, that's always gonna be there. But
Right.
your real brothers and sisters is one who you actually sit at the table with. You feel me? If you can share that table with your brothers and sisters and you feel comfortable sharing the table, then that's your real family right there. You feel me? Like, you gotta feel if you having second thoughts about something, like, nah, like, then you know that ain't the person who should be around that table. You feel me? So like, once again, like, us 3 is just the beginning, and like, well, I'm grateful for these 2 men right here because like, we hit each other up on the regular just to make sure we are level-headed, bro. Because like, you just never know. Like, you may be having a stressful day, and Contraaaryyy, what you doing, bro? Like, damn, bro, this is going on, bro. Talk to me, bro. Like, you just need to vent for a little bit. Pull up, bro. Come through. I know Toad would hit me up at like random night at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. Yo, bro, it's funny. I gotta say it. He hit me up like, yo, bro, I'm nervous right now, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, just chill.
For this is first.
It's his first podcast.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, I told him, bro, like, you fam, bro. Like,
I didn't feel that at all, by the way, bro.
He's dope, right?
But I'm saying,
he's dope. I tell him that
Carry yourself
he's
well,
dope.
had a great conversation, bro.
You feel me? He makes us confident.
I just know he was nervous. But I told him, bro, you don't got. We got your back for a reason. You feel me? So like, now that we had this, now he gonna kill the next 10 more to come, bro. So like, we gonna be on this corner, bro. We gonna back him up, bro. We gonna make this movement big. So once again, this is legendary. This is the beginning of us 3 here. So it's like,
Next chapter, motherfucker.
most definitely.
Straight up. Next chapter. We can close on that.
That's it.
You
Next
already
chapter.
know what it is, man.
Sure.
It is your boy Gabe Avelli. This is the Florida Vibe Directory, man. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead, keep liking, sharing, subscribe. Catch us on fucking YouTube, TikTok,
Yes, sir.
Kick, every motherfucking platform.
What?
What? Kick? That's what it's called, right?
Oh,
yeah, Kick,
oh,
the
wait,
live
hold
streaming
on.
app.
Oh wait, I thought it was. Isn't Kick that little?
That old John.
Not KI, no, like the regular Kick.
Oh my bad. 'Cause I remember shit. No, we getting shit.
We getting old.
No, Periscope.
Yeah, no, it's spelled kick like with a C.
Yeah.
Okay,
okay,
got it.
yeah.
Oh, not the KIK.
Not KIK.
Okay, all right, cool.
Nah,
Making sure.
No, catch us on WhatsApp.
Straight up.
That was throwback.
Yeah, I would have been like, yo, damn, y'all, what's up with it?
Signal. You getting it by all means.
give it like 2 years, there'll be a WhatsApp live.
That'd be dope, though.
Oh no, I bet. No, WhatsApp got a little they stream.
The
You know, you can
the
story
stories
line.
and
Yeah, you
shit.
can do that now. So
Yeah.
like, technology.
Now you could put like stories on WhatsApp.
You didn't land.
Oh,
What?
wait.
Well,
Are we live right now? No, right?
We're not live, but you didn't land. Yeah, like you have to give some sort of wrap up. You got to put a period at the end of the sentence for me to hit the song.
Oh, period at the end of the sentence.
But yeah, though, bro. Yeah, we can wrap it up. Man.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open. Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You're now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.